Alright y'all, right now I'm down in the woods, stuck on the cutter here, and waiting on the skidder to come pull me out. So you know what that means, time for a YouTube video. Anyway, some of y'all know that I got this Benchmade Freek. I don't know, it's been a few months, 4 or 6 months maybe, something like that. But so far I use it pretty much every day, doing something in the woods or homestead or whatever. And you know, I'm not a huge knife guy. I don't know all the specs and whatnot, but anyway, this has been a good knife. I've been impressed with it. This is the S30V steel, which again, not a big knife guy, so I don't know what all the steel means, but it was really sharp when I got it. I've sharpened it a couple times, but it's not as sharp as it originally came. You know, I got it from Blade HQ, so it's through a dealer and all that, and all the warranty stuff is good, so I can send it back and, you know, have them sharpen it, lifetime sharpening or whatever. But anyway, but if you can see, if it focuses good, there is a few spots of rust on the blade, which again, like I said, I don't take care of a knife the greatest, you know, cleaning it and oiling it and whatever to keep the rust off. So anyway, the lock is still, you know, really strong. I definitely trust that. I've had a lot of lock blade knives that wouldn't stay locked, and you know, you'd have to be really careful for it or either pay the price. But I really think that axis lock is the way to go. I like that. Now again, when I got it brand new, it was really smooth opening, and you could take and pull the latch back and it would close all the way on its own, where now it's kind of not quite that way. But I hadn't took it apart, but I did put some CLP oil down in the sides there, and I mean, it's smooth, you know, working it with your hand and everything, but it's not, you know, butter smooth like it was when I got it. But anyway, still a really good knife. I do recommend it. I would like to upgrade to the Super Freek one day with the G10 scales, and the blade is black. Maybe it'll won't rust as bad with that finish on it. But so far, this has been a real good knife. Definitely a daily user, and I do recommend it. Alright, stay prepped up, prayed up, and strapped up. See ya. Alright y'all, quick little video on EDC type stuff. This one's talking about my knife. Some of you may have seen the video and heard me talk about. Right now I got a Benchmade Freek, which is a really good knife. I like it a lot. Not the most expensive knife in the world, but definitely not the cheapest either. And it's really sharp, and I like the locking system. But other than that, you know, a knife is a knife. But here's the deal. It was about 125 bucks, something like that. But I wanted a good quality knife, something better than a, you know, $10 Walmart knife. And heard Benchmade was good, and I like the axis lock. It feels pretty secure, so that's what I went with. Of course, the 940 and stuff is more expensive and probably a nicer knife, but at the same time, what I do with it, logging and everything else, they do get some abuse, just like my flashlights. I use the O-lights, and so far they've held up good. I hadn't had any trouble with them. But anyway, we blew a hydraulic hose on the loader for the delimber, which we don't have to have that unless you use a delimber. But steel is leaking when you crank it up, and we're trying to get a load of logs loaded so we can have to go in the morning and yada yada yada, instead of waiting to put a hose on and all that. So what you do, sometimes some of the hoses, even if you're not running a machine, the hydraulic fluid continuously comes out and they make plugs that you can get the screw on them or whatever. Or you can do it the way we usually do it. is trim down the stick till you get it to fit in there and get the fluid to stop flowing. So that's what I did a minute ago, and like I said, trimming that and the fluid continuously coming out, it gets all over your hands and whatever tool you're using, in this case the knife. And here we go. You see, it's completely covered in oil. Blade, handle and all that. That's why I don't worry about having a $300 knife, but I still want to have a good knife, because cleaning it is basically going to get this rag and brake cleaner. I almost said brake fluid, but same treatment as the flashlights. Spray it off, wipe it off, and that's good enough. Anyway, basis of the story, I believe, you know, they're cool, they're nice, some people collect them and all that, but at the end of the day, it's a tool designed to do a job, and you know, if you can't get it dirty and scratched up, then what good is it to you? If it's just for there we go. But if you're just carrying it to look cool and cut open boxes and everything, you know, what's the point of it? And I do post some pictures from time to time, but some people, that's all they do with their EDC and tools and whatever, is have it to look cool and post pictures and things, but it never gets the workout that it was intended for. But that's usually not the case for my stuff. I usually, if I'm going to get something, it's to use to have a function and not just, you know, something to look at, all that good stuff. But anyway, same way with my watch, this Galaxy Active 2 or whatever. Now if I know I'm going to get elbow deep in oil and grease, I take it off, but other than that, it's there, cutting grass, dirt, dust, whatever. So far it's held up good, and I got this Leatherman tread band on it, and so far that's held up good too. A little dirty, but like I said, I don't care. And same way with my pistols. I don't have, you know, I got, you know, a couple nice guns for, you know, whatever, but most of the stuff, it comes out, it does the things, it gets sweated on, it gets dirt and grease and all that stuff, and the chamber's clear, by the way. But anyway, they're tools filling a purpose. That's about all I got for this. See y'all.